name's John Peterson. I am the Director of Civil Engineering at Cromwell. You always try to look at a project as if I'm the one using it. Hopefully at a hospital or a medical facility, it's not a place we always want to go. If we're hurt or something, we have to go there, but sometimes we go there for good health, upkeep and things like that. But accessibility is really key. You have a lot of patients that are coming there that aren't at their best that day. They may be in wheelchairs, they may be on walkers. They may just be dizzy and not feeling well. They're in a hurry. A lot of times these are emergencies, so patients aren't paying attention as much when they're driving in. So we want the driveways and access points to be very easy to navigate, easy to get to. You don't want to have a lot of heavy plants that block views where you might hit somebody, because again, the drivers aren't focused on their driving as much because they're in an emergency situation possibly, or they're concerned about a family member that's already in the hospital, but they're still distracted. And so, safety in the parking lots and the driveways is also key. And then the other thing that we really try to focus on is creating a space that's endearing. The patients are not on their best day. They're concerned about their family members. And so you want a space that's welcoming, so having good landscaping or places to escape, from being inside and dealing with the situation you're dealing with, where you can get out for not only patients, families, but also staff members, where you can actually, somewhere to go outside and get some fresh air, see some green grass, and just kind of reset. So there's two things that I see really out there. One is, like I said, the medical treatment changes on a daily basis. The tools to do that change all the time. Imaging is one of those that really, as our technology goes, the imaging devices change from MRIs, X-rays. Those machines are big. Those machines are heavy. So what we need is to always build facilities that are flexible, and that's making sure the floors can handle the equipment. The walls, sometimes with X-rays are such, you have to have lead containment because you don't want to expose patients or people that to too much of what the machine may put out, but it's necessary to get the work done. The other thing is actually physically getting the equipment in and out. When an MRI becomes outdated, it's a big piece of equipment. How do you get it out of the building? Sometimes we might leave, might put that on the external wall to where we can actually take out a piece of the wall, remove the equipment, bring it back in, because it's probably not going to fit through a door. Sometimes we'll actually put it on the top floor where we can put a roof panel and actually pick it from the roof and take it out that way and put new equipment in. So the ability to change the equipment out, have flexibility to that, is really key. The other thing is, with recently, as we saw with the pandemic, the purposes of some rooms in the hospital itself change over time. The need for, in this case, isolation rooms and isolation wards that the building wasn't designed for, to be able to quickly get in there and change your HVAC system so you have negative pressure areas, so you can bring contagious people in and contain them in a certain area where they don't affect the rest of the hospital. The rest of the hospital can function like normal. But during the normal times, you can actually change and go back to the way that space was originally designed for. So really, flexibility, to account for current needs of the hospital and current equipment is one of the big things we have to consider. So one of the projects we worked on at Children's Hospital, it was, like all projects, it takes multiple disciplines. The one that I thought of in particular is, Children's Hospital was built a long time ago, and it did not have a really good helicopter access. And so with Children's Hospital being also the burn center, the primary burn center for Arkansas, helicopter access was critical. I mean, you're bringing patients in from accident scenes, from other hospitals, and it's in an urban environment. It's already challenged as far as land space and a place to put it. So we actually ended up putting it, on the building, or at the side of the building, and put it on an elevated platform, which serves many purposes. One, it gets the helicopter away from other people. It gets it away from the vehicles, the traffic in the area. It's right on the interstate. Two, get it to provide quick access, so when the helicopter lands, there's no conflicts between cars and pedestrians. The patient can immediately be taken to the right spot, which is in most cases the emergency room. But so that one, impacts all over the state.
Cromwell, where quality begins with great design.